Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran, and today I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for the Divine Feminines. Okay, this is an empowerment message. So basically what this does is it aims to help you guys understand where you are at this time, okay? Because a lot of times during this journey, it's really much just focused on the Divine Masculine and not enough really on yourself, and that is really kind of codependent and not very good. So the idea here is to give you guys a sort of insight into where you're at to make sure you guys are on the right path, because you guys have lots of stuff going on in your life other than worrying about your twin flame, your divine masculine, right? That journey, you guys have a lot of stuff going on. So this is going to be basically helping or showing you guys with the hope of giving you guys, a peace of mind. Okay, easing any anxieties that you guys might be feeling at this time. All right, so. All that being said, if you're just here to watch about your divine masculine, at the end there's an outcome for you guys, but the majority of the video is really just all about the divine feminines. So if you're interested in the divine masculines, you can watch my last video, or you can go type into YouTube divine masculine, and then hopefully get your answers there. But this is just for you guys, and as a reward for watching this, because this is an empowerment message, but ultimately sort of less popular. I'm going to be giving one of you guys a free reading, okay? So if you watch this video and then comment down below that you just like a free reading, then by the end of the day, I'll pick one of you guys at random. Like usually just like put the name in this thing and then I pull it randomly. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that, I'll be doing that, okay? So just one, but otherwise, without further ado, I am going to just get started, all right? Cool. So we're going to start with your guys' energy, okay? So this is for October 6th, which is today, hopefully. And it's going to be going basically until the 13th, okay? But it's always near future energy, but this just so happens to be this kind of time frame, okay? Awesome. So, dear Spirit, what do we have for the Divine Feminine's energy during this time? Okay, so the first card that came out very quickly was the Temperance card, okay? Now, the Temperance card speaks to balance and harmony, okay? Trying to find some type of peace. It also does have an element of spiritual awakening and enlightenment attached to it. In the regular tarot, right away, it's an angel, right? Here it's a crow. Kind of the opposite. But the idea here is about finding some type of balance and really working on, self-love and nourishment and health. So you guys might be looking for some sense of balance right now. A lot of you guys trying to balance out your work life, your money, your health, your social life, your love life, your sex life, whatever else you're doing, your career, okay, other projects, right? It's all about trying to find some type of balance. So this energy, by starting off with the Temperance card, is basically saying that this energy is going to be available to you. We do have the World card next, which always speaks to some type of completion, a cycle, but it's a good completion, not a negative completion, right? It's very, very positive, because this is saying that you come to the end of a cycle, or it might be particularly hard, and you're going to get your rewards for going through that trial, okay? There is nothing that, you might have been going through something very, very hard, but that's only proof that the reward for that trial that you've been going through is going to pay off any dividends in ways that you can never expect, okay? So that's why you have the World card here. It's saying that as you guys do balance out, as this energy does come in, allowing you guys to really connect with yourself on a deeper level, right? Your spirituality and learning to balance things out, because that is the way that you balance things out, is by focusing more on yourself, right? Grounding yourself. You'll also feel this world energy come in, which is basically suggesting that cycles are completing and your rewards are coming, okay? So you're going to be starting to feel very, very good. If you don't feel like that now, have faith, because things are, I feel it honestly, guys, that this month is, like, I can see things very, very clearly. Even if they aren't right in front of my face, I can see them coming, okay? Even if I don't see how, I can feel it. And that's the energy, okay? So the more you connect to yourself, the more that you feel that energy and stuff around you, that awareness, you're going to be able to ease any anxieties that you guys are feeling, because really, truthfully, things are right around the corner, guys, okay? We then have the Seven of Swords, okay? This is all about feeling like something's been stolen from you, deceit, okay? So as an energy, I feel like this definitely has to deal with your energetic connection with your twin flame, okay? Feeling like the universe might have gypped you on it, because if you are in separation, and no matter what you've tried to be doing, or no matter what you've thought, and whether or not you've been trying to be extra positive and it just doesn't seem to work, you still have this pain lingering loneliness, etc., etc. There is this element of right, feeling like maybe the universe has gypped you a little bit, right? So as an energy, there might be some lingering feelings that are still going on, right? Um, Things of which you feel that the universe has sort of not been able to give you, right? And so even when you complete these cycles and have this new energy of balancing out, there's still this feeling in the back of your mind that something is missing, okay? And I've been understanding and feeling this way myself lately, and it's very interesting for me to get this card because that is what I feel. We then have the Three of Wands, okay? So this is a really great card to have after that because it's almost like saying that even if you feel that something's missing in your life, whether that's somebody or something, an idea, a thought, a perception, a thing, whatever it may be, the Three of Wands is suggesting that it's right around the corner. You're counting on your ships to come in, right? The Three of Wands is saying that that there's something coming for you, right? It's coming in. It's an action and adventure card. It's about really preparation and getting ready to receive the blessings that are due to you, okay? Because this crow is literally just sitting, waiting for the ships to come in, waiting for what it knows to be there, right? Because there's a star in the top. I don't know what it'd be to you. For me, whatever. Right there. Where is it? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna put my finger on it. Okay, there we go. So the star represents hope, right? Faith, knowing that something good is coming. Okay, so it's the same idea. It's like the other day I ordered a sweatshirt. It's a cool sweatshirt. I ordered it online from some place, and I was basically just waiting for it to come in. So I knew that it was coming, right? I knew that I would be getting my reward, right? Whatever. The reward being the sweater. But it turns out the sweater sucks. But that's a different story. The idea was I waited for the sweater, I got it, right? It's that energy of knowing something's coming. You've already bought the thing. And so you're just waiting on it to be delivered in the mail. But I'll tell you what, that's the last time I ever buy clothes online. Stupidest shit I ever did. Alright. Well, that's because I'm lazy. Okay, so let's keep going with the energy. So basically, waiting for something good to come in, there is going to be this type of things kind of picking up a little bit. Getting closer to your dreams with the Three of Wands, okay? Really getting closer to the things that you want and desire, and they are ultimately getting closer to you. I think there's a quote by somebody named Rumi. Now, while I know that sounds like the name of a Pokemon, I think it's a person, and it is, I think the quote is something, what you seek is seeking you. So, I'm sure there's a variation of that type of quote, but sorry, I just a couple cards came out and I didn't know which order they came out in. So the first card is or I guess the only card. The first card is the Four of Cups. Okay. Now, as an energy, the Four of Cups is about trying to decide what you want. So having it next to the Three of Wands, which is kind of like a waiting card, is kind of suggestive of having to deal with an energy, your emotional energy, of really taking a step back and deciding what you want. Okay, what you want the most. Because with the Four of Cups, there's always this sense of things not fulfilling you, and so you have to take a step back and really understand what would make you happy, right? Taking a break from relationships, just a pause, doesn't mean anything truly negative. It's just about an energy coming in that's going to make you a little bit more slightly melancholic, more taking a pause on life, really taking a step back to just not take any of the offers and just really decide what it is you want. So it's almost suggestive that the things that are coming in for you with this energy, it's going to directly correlate with things in your life, okay? And so while the things are piling up, and whether or not they're good or bad, it's really going to force you to step back and take a look at what it is that you truly want to focus on. Almost like the Seven of Cups, but unlike the Seven of Cups, it's not really about confusion and having a plethora of opportunities before you. It's about making an emotional investment into a situation, okay? And this could be in regards to your twin flame connection, because this is a twin flame video. A lot of you guys might be taking a step back and realizing if you really want to give any more emotions to this situation that isn't serving you at this time, okay? Because we then have the Five of Swords, okay? So this is an energy about some type of defeat, right? So some type of basically some type of loss, right? A mental loss where you walk away and save face. Now the thing about the Five of Swords, unlike the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords is very negative and it just represents ending on all accounts, right? But the Five of Swords as an energy is essentially saying that you're going to be taking a step back away from things that don't serve you, again with that Four of Cups, and just save your face and just move on before it gets out of hand. Okay, it's really about knowing when to give up, knowing when that you've lost the battle. And like as you can see, this crow is collecting its swords. It isn't dead, right? The others are dead, some dead crows and shit going on there. But this guy's still alive, taking his swords, taking what he can, and just getting the hell out of there because there's no point in sticking around, right? That's kind of the idea. And this, I think, has a lot to do with your relationship. I think that a lot of you guys are going to be taking some steps back away from your relationship. Doesn't have to be, of course, with your twin flame. Could be with any situation that you know no longer serves you. And at that point, this energy is going to come in, and it's going to be like, yeah, I think I've had enough. So you're finally going to basically have that courage and that strength kind of to just walk away and know when you've lost. Because that is a very important tool to be able to have, right? In this type of existence, because there's many things that only really serve to harm you, and the more that you involve yourself with them, the more that you end up hurting, right? And this could be something as simple as bad friends, okay? Now it's never good breaking up with a friend, it's never a pleasurable experience, but ultimately it does serve your highest good, okay? I've gone through so many friends, it's like goddamn Tic Tacs, man. But none of them were good, but at the end of the day, as you constantly evolve and grow, you have to let go of things that no longer serve you. So this is saying that, you guys aren't going to be defeated, you guys aren't going to lose, you are going to lose like everything, you aren't going to be destroyed by it, you're basically just going to walk away from situations that no longer serve you, okay? So this is saying this energy is coming in to basically give you the extra boost that you need, because sometimes in order to move forward, you need to take a step back, okay? Otherwise, sometimes it feels like you're taking 2 steps forward and constantly going backwards at the same time, right? But this is saying that, take a pause, take a breath. That way, you can go forward like 4 or 5 times, okay? So, let's move on from the energy. Let's go into you guys' headspace. This is going to be about how you guys are thinking at this time. It's going to, of course, it's going to be an element of your masculine as well, but it's also going to be basically about your general life as well, all right? So, dear Spirit, what is the headspace for the feminines? What are they thinking about their twin flame relationship at this time? Okay, so the first card that we have is the Two of Wands. Okay, the Two of Wands is all about planning and partnership. It's all about trying to create something, looking at the world and understanding where you want to go. So a lot of you guys are looking at your life and then looking at your divine masculine and wondering which path, which way, how do I go, where do I go? This is causing you guys anxiety, right? This is the Nine of Swords here. The Nine of Swords is all about being stuck inside of your head, staying up late at night, not knowing which choices to make, having hard time sleeping and stuff. But the Nine of Swords is always about being trapped inside your own kind of prison, right? And that's, again, having that next to that Two of Wands there is really suggesting in your headspace that you guys are still being trapped by your masculine, still kind of unable to understand how to create your own empire without them, how to make moves and actions without them, still kind of maybe thinking about them, on where to go, how to do it, how to keep going, right? And because finally we have the Death card, right? So this is about a mental transformation in regards to your twin flame, okay? This is about accepting, again, what situation you're in and rising above it. So you guys might be feeling a lot of anxiety and pain, but with the Death card there, it's actually a positive symbol because it's saying that you guys are going to rise above whatever current circumstances are bogging you down in your mind, whether even if that's something as simple as the fogginess. And you guys are going to be rising above that. Taking stock of what's really going on and transforming it and transmuting any pain so that you basically rise from the ash and become that type of phoenix archetype, right? Constantly in a state of renewal. And the phoenix is such a beautiful creature that way, okay? And so that's why the Death card is there, okay? So inside of your mental headspace, there's a lot of transformation and stuff going on this week, a lot of new thoughts and a lot of old thoughts, right, going away so new ones can come in, okay? And so that might be, you might perceive that to be negative, especially if you're feeling that anxiety, but really what happens before big changes and before things come in, is you do feel a lot of negative emotions, negative feelings, negative thoughts, okay, right before you finally take control of everything. And the Death card is saying you are going to take control. there is going to be something that changes in your mind, and you are going to move forward without that and rise above, okay? Because this crow is brand new, okay? So it's not a physical death here. It's about rising above and being born again, starting on a new journey, okay, a new cycle, all right? But not physical death. If it was physical death, you wouldn't have to worry about any of this. That'd be really nice. No more taxes or traffic. Honestly, being dead is probably great. Okay, here we go. We'll do the heart space now. So it's going to be about what you guys are feeling, right? So, dear Spirit, how is the feminines feeling at this time? What's their heart space like? How are they feeling towards their masculines? My bad. So we have the Page of Wands. So this is about inside of your heart space, really expecting some type of good news, communication, right? So definitely inside of your heart space, you're wanting to communicate, possibly wanting them to communicate, obviously. You definitely want some good news. And I feel like inside of your heart space, you expect it because you intuitively know that at some point they're going to come back, right? For the Six of Wands, which is this victory and objective of completion, right? So again, there's inside of your heart space, it's always still very positive. And yet we also have the Moon card, right? Another major arcana, right, with next to two minor. So this is about illusions and not knowing whether what's true or not. And this is again being at war with your head and your heart, and not sure about, even if they're even your twin flame, or what was real, and did they ever care? Because if they're not talking or in communication with you, you basically left up to your own devices, your own thoughts, and your own paranoia, and you can't, come to terms or anything, right? And that's why you do have the Death card up there. So inside of your heart space, there's still lots of feelings and stuff going on in regards to your divine masculine. Still trying to reach an objective, still trying to have them in your life, still wanting that partnership and that marriage, and having those feelings expressed to you. Okay, you definitely want them to tell you how they feel, because the Page of Wands and the Six of Wands next to each other is really all about communication and having your feelings expressed, okay? But the Moon card is really about unsure if they ever will, unsure if you even should reply to them if they did, unsure if you should communicate with them at all, unsure of whether you should move on. It's all of this uncertain energy, especially with that Nine of Wands in the head space, okay? So, but the heart space is definitely feeling stronger emotions, of course, because you can't deny that connection inside of your heart. But inside of your mental space, there's a lot of trying to utilize your logic and your brain power and your rationality so that you can move on, because you need both in order to move on. Feeling amazing, positive, unconditional love for somebody is a great thing to have, but if it is tearing you apart and leaving you feeling empty and unfulfilled, and your life is not reflecting your deepest desires, then you have to take control of that. You have to take control of your perception, your mind, and stuff like that. And that's why you do have the Death card again in your mind, saying that if you guys have been resisting some type of mental break, some type of change inside of your perception, then that's going to be transformed quite quickly, okay? And that's going to make everything a lot better, because you're never going to be able to change those feelings, but you can change your mind about situations and events, and that is going to propel you guys forward, okay? So let's move those cards up and away from me. And now, this is the part of the reading where we do guidance. Okay, so this is guidance from Spirit, probably about 3 or 4 cards, probably 4. This is just what the angels and guides really want you to to know at this time, what you guys should be doing. It's also going to be kind of a prediction as well, because I do read it as a story. All right. So, dear Spirit, what guidance do you have for the feminines this week? Probably about 4 cards would be good. So we have the Page of Cups, okay? Now, you can see this crow drinking from its own cup there. Presumably, there's a fish in there. I get eating or drinking, I don't know what's going on. But the idea here, Page of Cups, is a little bit more about self-love, because as a card about love and predictions, is about messenger, hearing news about love, but not directly from the person that you're hearing it about, okay? Basically, the idea would be if somebody told you that someone else liked you, right? That's what a Page of Cups is kind of indicating. But as guidance from Spirit, it's saying, you know what, the best love is self-love, and I know everybody's tired of hearing that, but if you can learn to fill your own cup, or at least drink from what you already have, because that's also a misconception about self-love, is that it's really not about creating more, it's really about appreciating what you have, because that itself creates more. Okay, watering your own garden, so to speak, right? You have the garden. You don't have to go buy grass. You just have to water it. And so, really saying, drink from your own cup. Focus on some self-love right now. Do some things and take care of your emotional state, because the Page of Cups is an emotional card. So take care of yourself during this time, because that is going to lead to a deeper sense of profound being. It's also going to lead to you to some types of clarity, okay, emotional clarity. It might not be mental clarity, but you are going to be feeling better. When you feel better, you think better, and it's really all a whole, everything being interconnected there, okay? Afterwards, we have the Chariot. So as an advice card, this is essentially saying that you guys are going to be moving in a new direction, and as a guidance card, it's saying, you're going to have more drive. It's also saying, take some initiative, make some action, take some steps, because while you take one step, that step is going to be carried through the energy around you, and is going to be a momentum that you can use forward, okay? It's going to be quite easy. Really, once you take one concrete step in a direction that you want to go in, you will see the energy flow around you, okay, and with you. And so that is really, as guidance, it's saying that this type of stuff is going to be coming in. If you've been feeling stagnated, this Chariot is coming here to say that it's not going to be lasting much longer. There is going to be a new direction that you guys are heading in, okay? And it might be possibly away from your twin, it could be with your twin, but whatever it is, it's going to basically be a direction in which you are fulfilled, personally, as you are the champion and the hero of your own story. So what other guidance do you have, Spirit? Okay. We then have the Queen of Wands, okay? I thought it was the King. Queen of Wands is that fire energy, right? It's all about having passion and stuff. As a guidance card, this is all about, it's definitely about focusing on your femininity a little bit, your feminine side. But it's also about, even spending time in nature, okay? Because the Queen of Wands is a very natural type of feminine energy. It's all really about, this Queen of Wands loves nature, very artistic, creative, okay? So it's about focusing on those types of abilities, but definitely I feel like it is saying spend time in nature if you can. I know that not everybody lives in sunny, debt-ridden California like I do, but it's not winter yet, so I don't know how cold it is in some of the places that you guys live. I used to live on the East Coast, and maybe around this time it might have been a little bit chilly, but the idea is if you guys can go spend some time in nature, it'll make you feel better, connect, because that'll help you connect with your own source, connect with the natural energy around you. And you don't have to do anything. That's the best part about it. People don't think that really works, but all you have to do is go sit in a place for like 30 minutes, and you'll actually feel better, and that energy will really, it's absorbed into you, especially if you're empathic. You can take that energy, the natural energy of the trees and the plants and the animals, and take it and use it in your daily life, okay? Definitely a very, very strong feeling there. There is also a little bit of guidance coming in that I feel like I should just say that it's kind of saying that you guys are going to be also a little bit more creative and expanded, all right? A little bit more passion. So there's going to be some more passion coming into your life, especially after that Chariot card. So again, if you guys have been feeling sluggish or something lately, which is completely natural with the energies, it's basically you guys are going to be taking off, right, and feeling more at home with yourself, but definitely feeling like you can do more and take on more projects and have the energy to do so. So it's really even just saying you guys are going to have more energy and the energy that you need, okay? We then have the Page of Pentacles. So this is definitely saying a couple things. This is saying be careful with your finances. It's saying that your finances are definitely going to keep growing. They're going to come in. It's a slower energy, but it's saying that your rewards are coming. Okay, your abundance is coming in. So don't worry about that. That is taken care of. But in the meantime, take care of your own finances. Make sure you're being smart about your finances. I am notoriously stupid with my finances. My biggest problem has always been counting my eggs before they hatch, right? Always, spending... like, for instance, I bought a car recently, and before that, I was just figured that, that would work out just fine. I wouldn't need to do anything with it, any type of work. And so I just bought stuff. Now, it was stuff that I needed, most of it, I would say. But in doing so, not waiting until I had the car and everything, in order there, I've put myself into a sort of precarious position. because there was some stuff that needed to be fixed with the car, and it's like, oh shit, I can't really afford that, because I spent most of the money. But on the bright side, at least I got a new pair of Nikes. Anyway, also as a guidance card, this is saying that, or as a prediction card, I should say, there is an element of saying that your prosperity is going to increase. Okay, very very soon and quickly, you'll notice things start to pick up. So even if you are struggling right now, the Page of Pentacles is here to tell you that there is going to be a type of reward, because you can see this crow staring at this pentacle, right? So it's like you guys get this singular type of advancement, this reward, and you're going to be able to nurture it and basically display it, right? Metaphorically or whatever. The idea here is that you're going to have something that you can be proud of, that you've worked hard for, okay? Very practical. The Page of Pentacles is, like the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so that is the guidance from the Spirit, okay, from the spirit world. Ooh, spooky. And we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep going. All right. We're gonna go on to the outcome. Okay. So the outcome is gonna be between you and your masculine. All right. This is the part that everybody wants to know about, because we love you guys, masculines. So this is gonna be about what the future of your relationship is going to be like potentially. Okay. So, dear Spirit, what is the potential outcome for the twin flame connection here between this divine couple for the month of October, next week, near future energy? Also, it's going to also be about your own future as well, separate. So we have the Two of Pentacles, okay? This is about juggling. So this is again about juggling your relationship. Your relationship right now is in a state of being juggled between the connection itself and the reality which you find yourself in at this time. Also about saying that you guys are going to have to, right now, juggling finances, juggling different things in your life. We then have the Judgment card, okay? So this is again about making decisions and being okay with the decisions are made, even if they're made for you. Okay, the Judgment is all about, it's that biblical type of saying, only God can judge you, and God's judgment from the story of the Bible coming down, and all the sinners were taken away or killed or whatever the hell happened in that weird ass story, and then everybody who was good or whatever, all the people that didn't have anal sex or whatever made those people good at the time, they got to keep living in the sandy place wherever they lived. I don't know. They didn't have Wi-Fi, so it wasn't great. So, but anyway, Judgment. Okay. The idea is about letting the universe handle the things that need to be handled, and you being okay with the result because you've done all that you can. Right. It's really saying that you don't need to do anything else at this time other than just like accept the fact that like things are as they are and let the universe handle it. Because there's a freedom in that, and that's really all about letting go. But really, as soon as you do, you will find your own life start to take shape into a more concrete form. But it is saying that the decisions in the relationship, a lot of it is basically being handled by the universe, okay, or God, or Source, or Buddha, or I don't know, the Force. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're all metaphors. None of it matters. All right. We then have the Seven of Wands, okay? So in your relationship, this is about defending your spot, defending your position, not letting others influence you, okay? So this is about standing your ground, both in your relationship and both in your life, even defending your relationship to other people, knowing that you're on a journey, knowing that this journey is unique to you, and knowing that you get to do whatever you want with it, and that's for you. And this is going to be in regards to your own twin flame community. Other twin flames can be to your family, your friends. It doesn't matter, right? It's about making some choices and deciding what you want and defending that position, knowing that it's worth defending. Because the Seven of Wands is saying if you have something that's worth fighting for, fight for it. Defend it, right? This could be anything for you guys. It doesn't have to be just your twin flame connection. It can be about, if you have a dream or an idea that you want to defend, that you want to keep going, then you're going to defend that and you're not going to give up. I have tons of things like that in my own life, goals, dreams, things that I'm working on. I'm not going to give up just because other people think that it's weird or something like that. You know what I mean? Same thing could be for you guys, all right? I'm also saying that your connection is might be at that type of period where there might be just something between you guys in which you guys are basically kind of not stuck, but where you guys are at, you guys have to defend each other's positions, because we then have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so that's no coincidence there. That's all about being in a defensive energy, building that wall, being guarded a little bit, right? So if you guys are feeling guarded right now, your state of your relationship is it's heading towards this position right now where you guys are, guarded during this time, not sure what it is that's going to break down this barrier between you guys, and you guys also don't want to get hurt again. But we then have the Magician, and that is all about manifesting something new, a new beginning. So that's a really good card to get after this, because it is saying that even if you guys are at some type of emotional blockage, that you guys have worked hard, that you guys are kind of battle scarred and torn a little bit, there is going to be this energy and this opportunity here for a new beginning in this relationship, being able to manifest something, okay? So it's almost like saying that there is an element of the universe in here, an element of some energy, allowing you guys to use the natural forces to get together and manifest things that you want, because look at that, you got the Sun card, alright? If I wasn't a Virgo and suppressed my emotions deep down, I'd be screaming for joy right now, guys, but I'm not, and I don't, so I don't. So you have the Sun card, okay? That is happiness, joy, youthfulness, fulfillment, really also about a completion of a cycle as well. It's saying that your relationship is ultimately going to head to this sunny, great place. But right now there's some rocks and trials and tribulations that are naturally being handled by the universe, and just go through it, go with the flow, because you have the ability to manifest this relationship, and it will manifest for you, and it will end up with a sunny, good news, will end up with something good, okay, and positive and happy, and you'll be fulfilled in that way, okay, feeling youthful and childlike again, feeling free, okay? Basically, any good love story has shit like this, okay? That's just how it is. Think of The Notebook. I've never seen the movie, but I feel like I know it by heart. So, that kind of idea, right? True love stories always have some type of trials and, things that are going through, ones that are written in the stars, right? Always some kind of obstacle, something in the way, but yet always being reunited in the end, right? So always think about it like that, because you guys are the master of your own story, the author of your own world, okay? So find out which chapter you're in and keep propelling yourself forward, okay? Don't get stuck on chapter 3 when there's 20 chapters in the book, okay? Keep going and believe in yourself first and foremost, right? Okay, guys, so again, if you guys are interested in a free reading, I'm just doing one just to give back to you guys, because I appreciate you guys, subscribing and commenting and watching and all that other stuff. So if you guys do comment, I will respond to the person that I picked by the end of the day, and we'll set that up through my email or whatever, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to you within 1 to 2 days. You probably won, but my life is pretty busy right now. Otherwise, the description box from my website for the prices and stuff is going to be in the comments or wherever I put it. I don't know. I don't care. And that's where that will be. And I hope that this resonated. And thank you so much for watching, guys. And I will talk to you guys later on. All right, guys. Thanks so much.